Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Sean McGee. I'm the principal of Wilson Wims Elementary School. I want to welcome everybody to our first ever staff meeting. Well, I can say it's our first ever press event here at the building. I want to thank everyone for coming out. Could not sleep at all last night. For those of you who follow us on Twitter, you probably saw that. A lot of tweets out there saying still can't sleep. A lot of excitement. It's hard to believe that it's been about 6 months, 7 months of really preparation from this point on to bring us to the point that I'm standing in front of you in this beautiful building. And, my hat and thanks goes out to all of the construction teams and the architects and MCPS for just the coordination of this event. And this building has just been incredible. So I'm just grateful. So a nice round of applause for them to get it all. I also wanted to recognize some people who came to the meeting today and who are actually going to be a big part of our building and a part of our community as we go through, and that is the family of Wilson Wims. And we have Mrs. Foreman, just to say hello. We have Mrs. Thorne and Mrs. Woodson. And we had a chance to sit down, it might have been 2 or 3 months ago when I was at Clarksburg Elementary School, and just to hear the story of Wilson Wims and how exciting it was to have the name of this school after him, to name the school after him. It was unbelievable. We remember it was around February when Mr. Wims had passed away, and it was right in the discussions for naming the school, and there was no doubt in the minds of the naming committee that the school was going to be named for Wilson Wims. And then when you sit and talk with Mrs. Foreman and Mrs. Thorne about who Mr. Wims was, it was just it's very emotional and breathtaking, and I can't think of a better name and a better person to be for the school to be named after. It has so much energy. If you look, there's some display cases in the building as you walk out. There's some artifacts from Wilson Wims as well. The whole point of Wilson Wims was a community member, bringing things, making things to the community, make it strong here at Clarksburg, and that's what we're wanting to do with our school, is make our school a community school. It's right in the middle of Clarksburg, and it's open for everyone, and that's kind of our goal. And so as we begin our staffing and we're talking to the teachers and the staff in the building, they become inspired listening to that story. And at this time, I want to bring up Mrs. Mary J. Asunder. She's one of our staff members, and she wrote a poem that kind of embraces the idea of the legacy of Wilson Wims. So I'm going to invite her to come on up.